Yay! Drum and bass.
Here we are back once again.
Yes.
The Renegade Master.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Sweet drum and bass. Welcome everyone to the Magic Hat Show. 3 guys, 1 club, no drama. Me, Lee,
Jamal.
Gab.
and we're putting it like this: Lee, Jam, Gab.
That's it. Keep it short and sweet.
Before we start, need to thank all the new subscribers on YouTube.
Yep.
Please continue to share, like, and just let everybody know.
Yep.
Carrier pigeon,
Absolutely.
smoke signals.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
okay.
Snail mail.
And then thank you to all our new followers on Instagram and Twitter. Much appreciated. You can follow us on both platforms at The Magic Hat Show. And today we shall be discussing, for the first half of the show, what shall we be discussing, lads?
A lot.
A lot. Okay.
A lot, as they say.
So we're going to be
Packed
discussing, because there's 6 to 7 days left until the Premiership.
Yep.
We won the curtain raiser, of course. Sorry, Liverpool fans. But anyway, moving on. So what we're going to do, we're going to discuss the up-and-coming season, the signings, the manager's impacts, going through the squad. Is the squad deep? Is it strong enough to carry us through the course of the season?
Absolutely.
Then we will talk about the arrivals and the departures. Mickey, Tyrion, the bodyguard, Kolasinac, Socrates, the Greek god, no, yes, and then plus, the hearsays of the ones that are departing the club. Bellerin, yes, and others. And then, what players do you think we need, Arsenal fans? Which players do we want individually?
Yes.
And then, what could Arsenal's lineup be
That's going to be an interesting one.
Yep.
for this season?
Many permutations could be had.
Those of you listening, what could our Arsenal, our lineup be? So then, we've got Stan Collimore's comments against
Against
Arteta.
Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, that's you, Jamal.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I see
we'll
a
get
lot
our
of
teeth
a lot of
stuck into that one.
jousting there.
Yeah, you blew my phone up the way you were screaming and yelling.
Yeah. Jamal
Yeah, I
was
think everybody
not
missed the article.
impressed.
Well,
not impressed at
No,
all.
I wasn't. It was. And I like Stan Collymore,
So do I.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Stan.
But that was a wind-up merchant article, which winded up no one.
Which
because
wound
no
up
one,
nobody.
No one, because no one actually read the article from what I see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It
And-
failed as that,
And then, because we are facing Fulham 12:30 next Saturday, we will be talking about the pre-match predictions, what we believe the score will be, what the outcome of that game will be. So, first of all, we are going to start with the up-and-coming season, the signings and the manager's impact. So who wants to go first?
Go on, Jamal. I'm sure you've got something to kick us off with. Anything?
Yeah. Well, I want to first start with the manager
Yeah.
and his impact within the club.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I think I can speak for all of us that we are all impressed with his impact
Hell yeah.
and the way he carries himself, the way he talks,
Mhm.
the way he completely transformed the mentality of the club.
Yeah.
Because with the previous managers, especially Emery,
Who?
there was
Who? Emery, the player manager, Emery.
the play. Yeah.
Player
There was
manager who was
no.
cheating.
There was no vision. There was no.
I think he had a vision.
Carry.
However,
What was that vision?
he didn't carry it out.
He didn't carry out right. There was no vision. There was no game plan half the time. Did you see a game plan, Lee?
I saw what he kind of tried to do, but it just didn't come
He
off.
had a good run. Was it 22 match unbeaten run? That was
Yeah, but these
way
were
overhyped.
close
matches.
matches. It was like 3-2 Everton,
Yeah.
2-1 Watford.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and then we went to
We have to give him credit. He,
Cardiff.
That was a half decent run.
3-2.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed.
But
I wasn't fooled.
the wheels came off Flintstone style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
You know, in spectacular fashion.
Tottenham style, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, Tottenham style.
Yeah,
that was a low blow.
That was a low blow, yeah.
Keep them coming though.
I'll save them for later, yeah. So, really impressed, you know, the mentality. Plus, for the first time in years, we have a manager that knows his tactics.
Yeah.
Can change them during the
Yeah.
game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can change.
I was going to say he's very flexible.
Yeah.
And willing to squeeze the maximum out of what he's got, rather than use the excuse that you know, my squad is, you know, weak.
Good work, but never blames his tools.
Yeah. So, you know, David Luiz is a classic test to that.
I think Xhaka.
Where he doesn't quite work in a back four, changed it to a back three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw that
And
he was
that
a
got the
liability,
best out of the
didn't
team.
Yeah, he
Right?
did.
Somehow transformed Xhaka.
Mustafi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mustafi started cutting out his mistakes.
Yeah. Lacazette to a certain extent.
To a certain extent. Still needs to
Right?
score more
Because
goals,
his
though.
overall play has picked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole team
The whole team, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he came in, didn't he? And he laid down the law.
Yeah, and most
Very
importantly,
much
And
so
what
like
was it?
Ferguson.
What was non-negotiable? Hard
Everything.
work.
Everything was
Hard work.
Non-negotiable.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Your
Yeah.
attitude on the pitch, your attitude off the pitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
How
kudos
about
to
remember who you are
Mikel
and who you
Arteta.
represent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Of course.
How about you, Gab? What do you?
Me, I was super impressed with Arteta from the very first interview. You know, like most Arsenal fans, when we saw the interview was up on YouTube, everybody went straight to it to see what he had to say.
Yeah.
You know, Arsenal fans were gagging for a manager who was gonna say the right things and then follow through on them. And I feel that he's done that. You know, he laid down the law. Guendouzi, Ozil, if you're not doing what I expect, you're not getting picked.
Teammate,
Regardless
former
of how
teammate or
good you are.
not.
Yeah, regardless of how good you may have been in the past.
Of course.
The past is irrelevant.
Your name means nothing.
When have we ever started a transfer season by actually signing some defenders?
Let's see now. Never? Or 2001?
Yeah.
When have we actually started a transfer window where we've started getting our business done early?
Yeah.
Let's
We
see
are
now.
the kings of getting
Never?
players in through the
Crevice.
ever closing window.
The crevice
Yeah.
of the transfer window on the last
We are
day.
lastminute.com.
Last hour.
Yeah,
literally.
lastminute.com.
Because
I
how
keep
did we
saying
get
bloody
Mikel
literally,
Arteta?
Yeah.
Was it not the last minute?
Yeah, last
Of-
minute. We are
last hour of the
lastminute.com.
transfer window when he
Yeah.
done a U-turn?
Yeah.
And everybody else has got their business and their players
Yeah,
are training
exactly.
and doing pre-season
Hate
training, and
that
we're
from the
still
club.
hanging on.
Really hate that from the
Yeah.
club.
But we've got our few good players in, a couple of good players in early, hopefully
Early.
a few more, which
Yeah.
will leave us or stand us in good stead for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, just to touch on that,
Yeah.
we know mentality. We can all agree
Yeah.
that mentality has changed.
Yeah.
Our style of play, we're recognizing an identity in our style of play. I think we didn't want to get fooled, because when Emery first came in, he was saying a lot of good things.
Well, he had his dossier, didn't he?
He had his dossier.
Which that's great. He's got
Thank you.
information.
So now, all eyes, two-pack style,
Yeah.
all eyes
All eyes
are on Arteta, because now you're Pep's cone man, first of all. You have no managerial experience. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've just come in, and we're skeptical already, because
Yeah.
you're not an Allegri.
Yeah.
You know, you're not a Pochettino. You've come in, and what do we expect? And a big club like Arsenal?
Yeah, you've come in at the top level. It's not like you've worked your way up the
Exactly.
ladder. You've
Yeah.
come in at the top level for
At
your
the
first
top
job.
level.
Really, it's
For your
really,
first job.
It's really impressive because it's just like he's a rookie.
He's like it's
Yeah.
early days still.
Yeah.
You know, it can all
Yeah.
go Pete Tong, but
Early signs are
and
good.
supremely impressive to do what he's done at such a big club at your first attempt.
Yeah.
At
You know,
your
I think that's
first
why
attempt.
people are.
And he's not scared of dropping players,
And
confronting
look at the time
players.
he came in.
Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
Yeah.
we
Club was
was
in
in
uproar.
a terrible state.
He steadied
Yeah.
the ship massively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
should we?
I've always said, just on an ending note, I said, just like what Gabe's has said,
Yeah.
we still need to judge him because over a course of a season, we haven't seen him. So we need to judge him on this season, see what
Yeah.
he does. He still hasn't got his players, the players that he wants in. This is not his team.
Yeah.
Let's get that right.
Yeah.
So still question marks. We still have to,
Yeah.
we still have to,
So
see.
should we actually have a look at the squad and talk about?
Well, let's talk about the squad then. Just
Yeah.
go straight into the
Touch
squad.
on the squad.
Yeah, let's go squad.
Let's talk
So-
about the squad.
So, yeah,
Let's start with the keepers.
yeah.
Got
keepers.
Bernd Leno, Emilio Martinez, and Matt Macy as our three keepers.
Solid.
Keep him.
Are there? Is there a better pair in the league?
Listen,
No.
don't
well,
sell.
I was sorry to cut you, Lee. I was
Yeah.
watching a video. I stuck it in our group. Statman Dave. Have you seen him on YouTube?
I saw
Yeah,
that. I saw that
I saw
video.
it, I
It's
saw it,
really
saw it,
good.
saw
Yeah.
it.
And he was talking about how we should
Sell.
sell
Well, sell them.
Sell
Sell
Burns.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sell one
Yeah.
keeper. He
Yeah,
was talking
which-
about Bernd Leno
which-
Nah,
and
no.
keep Emilio Martinez.
Which
Like,
I
what
don't
kind of
agree-
nonsense is that?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't
No,
agree
not
with that
at all.
Because he was looking at purely on stats, which was I think.
But has Bernd got
Martinez-
bad stats?
No, it's
None of
it's
them
a
have got bad
magnificent
stats.
because I'm just looking at his percentage shot saved. They're both on 79%.
Yeah,
The only difference is that Martinez has kept more clean sheets.
yeah. But he's played less
26%
games.
to 29%, which is not much. Yeah. That's the key thing. Bert Leno has played 30 matches
Yeah,
compared to 9.
Yeah, we
for
need two
Emi
top
Martinez.
goal. You need two
Yeah.
very good goalkeepers,
Leno, I
and
just
we've
got a
got
feeling Leno is still number one,
that. Absolutely.
right? He's
We're not knocking Leno at all.
Yeah.
Because when he got injured, it was, hand
Yeah.
hand over mouth, heart dancing on tongue because we're like, oh my God, Martinez is coming in.
Yeah.
Oh man, how long has, Leno got until he comes back? But it just so happens,
Yeah.
Our second, keeper is that good.
And why can't we have two good keepers? Because we had
Exactly.
two shit keepers for a long
Yeah.
time.
Thank you.
It's a major
We went.
plus.
We were going from
Two
Almunia
clowns.
to bloody Fabianski.
Almunia.
Take your pick.
Almunia hairing
Remember,
out
if
of
one
Bob.
got injured, there was no respite. It was like, you know what? We've got another shit goalkeeper coming in.
Exactly.
Now we've got two good goalkeepers, and it's about bloody time
Exactly.
Why do you have to
Perfect timing.
ruin people's day by mentioning Almunia?
Yeah, but we have to, make that comparison.
too.
Oh my
Did
goodness.
he go to West Ham? Was it West Ham he went?
Oh my God!
No, that's Fabianski's.
Amunia. I don't know
Fabianski
where he
went
is.
to,
He's in a
West
circus
Ham.
somewhere, isn't
He's ruining somebody's day.
with
That's
his
where
big
he is.
shoes and his flower in his collar.
he? My goodness. Out of the inkwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've got two good keepers there. I haven't seen much of Matt
Yeah.
Macy.
So there's the keeper straightforward.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Just move on.
Yeah.
That's
It's straightforward.
sorted.
We have no problems.
That
We got
department is sorted.
supreme
Right.
keepers. So it doesn't
Our
matter
vice
who
captain
plays.
then, Hector.
Sell.
Do we sell or do we keep?
Sell.
And how much is he worth in this market?
20, 25 to 30. 30. 30 I'd go for.
30?
30.
I think so.
35?
I'll be pushing for 40.
Yeah, I'd be going for more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what has he done?
Listen,
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Look at the caliber of clubs that want him.
Okay, fair enough.
PSG, Juventus,
Juventus, yeah.
Barcelona are still interested.
Okay.
Or if you haven't got the money, we'll do a swap deal. And we're not doing no swap deal with like Henrik Mkhitaryan or Danny Welbeck. We want good players in a swap deal.
Why do we always get those bum deals?
Because we have bum.
Because we have
bum.
poor negotiators.
Yeah, we've got bum negotiators
Yeah.
Nah, man, we always get shafted.
Yeah.
who couldn't negotiate their way out of a wet paper
Bend
bag.
over.
Yeah, here's the Vaseline.
Bloody
In fact,
hell,
there's no
man.
Vaseline.
Just raw. No, Nah, man, we always get them
Shout out to
bum
Ice Cube.
dud deals, man.
Yeah, we're terrible negotiators.
Okay, you see?
But,
And
yeah.
you see my mentality. Oh, 25,
Nah, we should
30.
get if Hector goes, and don't forget he's a fashion and style icon, so
I love Hector Bellerin.
that should throw a few million quid on
How'd
there.
you love him?
I love Hector Bellerin. He's Arsenal through and through.
Anyway, sell.
Listen, if we can, I'm a believer in if there's better out there. If Arteta believes there's better out there,
Yeah, they're trying to raise
Then-
There is, though.
get
Yeah,
rid of him. He's not a well. I'm not saying he's not a key asset. He is a key asset, but there's better
He's-
out there.
he's
not.
expendable.
He's not irreplaceable. He's not.
Exactly.
yeah.
He's not Aubameyang
You
level.
can win
Leno.
games without him.
Yeah.
That's the key thing.
So yeah,
He
I'd
wouldn't
trade
be a
him in.
miss.
Yeah,
I'd
Get
trade him in.
someone, yeah.
Next.
So let's look at first how the back four or the back three will shape up
So we think.
with So how do you see the back line?
The back line.
Yeah.
Depends who,
Because
know,
I think
stays
because
and
I
goes.
think who do you think is going to go from there?
Socrates, definitely.
Yeah.
Not definitely. But Kolasinac will go,
Yeah.
I believe.
I think Mustafa will probably stay.
Mustafi, question mark. Maybe, because we got Mari in there as well.
Yeah.
But
Well, the back three will probably line up as Gabriel,
Luis,
David Luiz, and
Saliba.
And Saliba, yeah.
Mhm.
I think he probably wants to play a back four, but last
They're
season
too inexperienced. Those
last
two as a
season he
pairing.
didn't have the options to play
Yeah.
a back four.
He has to trust his
So, yeah.
defence. And you can't trust him right
Yeah.
now just because of the inexperience.
Yeah, they could line up as Gabriel,
And David Luiz.
Saliba, yeah.
Mm.
But long term, it will probably be Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah, that'll be the back. That'll be the
Yeah.
centre
Yes,
back
to come.
pairing.
Yeah,
But at this moment, I think they're too inexperienced for him to trust them
yeah,
side by side.
Yeah.
So he'll probably stick with the back three, I'd imagine, against Fulham, and let them learn off of David Luiz. One of them will probably play with David Luiz throughout the season,
Yeah.
and then once they get a bit more experience, because Luiz's contract is only a year long,
Mhm.
Yeah.
as the season goes along, they'll probably then start seeing more of them as a pairing, and those two are going to be a formidable duo.
absolutely.
Yeah. They've got all the attributes
Yeah,
to become.
it's like the Thing and the Hulk
Ooh.
Yeah,
as a centre back pairing, them two, because those are two hefty
they could
brothers,
look,
man.
They look after themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
They love a shoulder barge.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
And,
some forwards, especially against those teams like Sheffield United,
We're going to need that.
you know, who
Robust.
like to come and try and, you know, throw their weight around.
mm-hmm.
I think those two should be able to handle themselves very well.
Yeah. Question marks, though, about set pieces. I need to know how they handle set pieces.
Yeah.
Because when you're up against these teams, these roughhouse
Well,
teams,
Absolutely.
Sheffield United, away to West Brom.
I think Arteta has
Brighton.
identified that as a problem area.
Yeah, that's why he's got the two new coaches
new
in.
coaches.
He's got, who is it?
from
Andreas
Brentford.
Georgeson,
Yeah.
who's joining us from
Brentford.
Brentford.
Yeah.
He's our head of set pieces and individual development. He's come from Malmo, and he's only young. He's only 38.
Okay.
So yeah,
And
so that's somebody who Arteta
who's
has
gonna
convinced
that's
to
good.
join our backroom staff,
yeah
and it'll be interesting to see how
the transformation.
what he can do, because that's something. I think we looked over the data before, didn't we? Where
Yeah.
we saw that we're pretty shoddy when it comes to conceding goals from set pieces.
Hell yeah.
And they're not even crosses and headers. It's just we're not switched on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, like a short ball, somebody's switched off in that split second. The pass has been played, and
I
you
think
know,
we all
calamity.
wanted it,
yeah.
didn't
I
we?
think
Ensues.
out of the top sides, only Chelsea are worse. So yeah,
Yeah, I think we all wanted it as Arsenal fans for the defence to be fixed up. We thought Emery was going to do that. when we saw the pretty clips,
Yeah.
you know, on the Arsenal, on YouTube, on the Arsenal channel, we saw pretty clips of them doing nice defensive work. But then when it came to a Saturday or Sunday game, it was like, hold on. You've conceded 2 sloppy goals here.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So it looks like Arteta is working on that.
And Arteta's, what I like about Arteta as well, you can see him on the touchline cajoling players.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's on you. You're not having a moment's rest.
Yeah.
You know, very much reminds me of, like I said earlier, Fergie, with how Fergie was. If you didn't do your job, he'd let you know.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't personal. Is that you're there to do your job. Switch on.
Yeah.
Switch on. You know?
So, yeah, I hope we do manage to sort out our set-piece frailties.
We're going to need it.
Absolutely.
But
But
should we get into the new boys at the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think of Saliba?
I'm impressed with. Oh, I don't really know that much about him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, I've just been YouTube scouting him.
Yeah.
He's, like I say, he's big, he's quick.
Yeah. Looks humongous, man.
He seems to be, from what I can tell from the stuff that I've read from people in France, he's a calm player.
Yeah.
Very
He's
calm.
very
Van
composed.
Dijk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not saying he's going to become Van Dijk.
And
I'm just
apparently
saying.
Gabriel is the aggressive type. So apparently those two, from somebody who's
They should
watched, they should dovetail well.
Yeah, but what I like about him is, from what I've read, he's great on the ball. I think he's a long-term replacement for Luis.
Mm-hmm.
And it's he was out 15 games last year with injury, but I think that won't be an issue with us.
Mm.
But he's fantastic. From
Well, let's see.
from what I've seen, he's calm and he's highly rated in France.
Well, this is the thing. The Premiership is a different beast.
It's a different beast, yes.
It's a different beast. So we have to give him time. You know, really have to give him time to, bed himself in.
Yeah.
Before we start giving him all these praise and accolades.
Yeah.
That Kieran Tierney then. Oh boy, what are we expecting from him
Your
this season?
favorite player, right?
Yeah.
The same.
I'm expecting him to be, when May comes around next season, I'm expecting him to be held and regarded as
That's one of the
best left backs in the league.
Yeah.
At the moment, he came in. He was lucky the way the season transpired, wasn't he? Because he was behind everybody else with this level of fitness.
Yeah.
And then we had the massive shutdown, which allowed him to catch up.
Yeah.
And when he's come in, it's he's just slotted straight in. He hasn't looked out of place.
Yeah.
I can't believe some of the rumours that we're seeing on the paper that Arsenal are apparently about to sell him. I don't know where that rumour's come from. Leicester is sniffing about because
I think
he wants to. Brendan Rodgers wants to link him up back together again. It's just like nonsense. Why would he come? Why would he leave Arsenal to go to Leicester? And why would Arsenal sell him?
Came from an old rehashed article from the Sun.
It must be, because that was pre-COVID.
Yeah. But they
need to do better then, because that was a recent article.
And the impressive thing is he had an injury. He was out injured. He was behind everyone.
Yeah.
He came in and he was like, outstanding from what he. But like I said in the previous episode, I want to see more going forward, more assists.
Yes.
Goals, hopefully, because he's he can score goals. And he's got a terrific left foot. So, but what he brings most importantly is the mentality. He's
an Arteta player.
Never said that actually. Yeah,
he's an Arteta player.
Yeah,
him and Martinelli, Arteta players.
And he doesn't seem to get tired. Obviously he does, but he's full on for the 90 minutes.
Yeah, he's switched on.
Yeah.
So we don't need to go on about Mr. Tierney because we know what comes with Kieran Tierney. So, and that's consistency and the right attitude, the right level of attitude.
Yep.
Next.
So Gabriel. The man himself.
Yes.
Okay, so he FaceTimed David Luiz.
Yeah,
Yep.
since when has David Luiz been introduced?
And
Yeah,
Willian.
he's unveiling our players.
Yeah, he's
you know,
unveiling
as-
our players.
You know.
Well, I was worried. I was skeptical, but you two last show, convinced me
Yep.
and soothed my nerves.
It's Fabrizio. Is it Fabrizio Romano?
Romano, yeah, Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, he's the man
Yep.
with the. He's the man with the master plan.
He's the
Yeah.
man with the contacts.
Yeah, he knows when he says, "Here we go."
Yes, here we go. Here we go.
That's the signal.
The
That's the
following
bat
day,
signal.
following day,
When he confirmed it, he confirmed
he's
it. you know?
unveiled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
FaceTime fashion.
yeah.
Oh man.
I have got some. I did some digging around from. I follow LT Arsenal,
Yep.
and they got some insight from somebody who's watched Gabriel.
Yeah.
He's an Arsenal fan who lives in Lille, and he goes to watch Lille. And he was talking about Gabriel apparently a year and a half ago. I've got a screenshot of a tweet here
Yeah.
from a year and a half ago. This guy's called Sam W _ AFC, and he says this is May 18th, 2019. The only defender I've really been impressed with this season in League One is Gabriel from Lille. Brazilian centre back, tall, powerful, and still young.
Very young.
Could he be the one? And they asked him some questions, and they said to him, how much of a upgrade would he be to what we have? And he said that he's got power and athleticism, and he's also very dominant in the
there.
air.
Yep.
Oh,
I've got the
So
stats here. I've
sweet
got the
music
stats
in
here.
my ears.
Fantastic news.
Yeah.
Sweet music to my ears.
I've got the stats here from whoscored.com. Aerial duels strong, tackling strong, concentration strong, and plays the ball off the ground often. And player has no significant weaknesses, which is
And he has that Virgil van Dijk quarterback
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah, he's got a good left foot, good
YouTube
vision.
scouted.
Yeah,
Yep.
loves to play long balls.
he loves to run the ball out, which occasionally
Arteta would love that.
will get him in trouble, but he will
Listen,
he will.
we are starting to play the ball out from the back very nice
Yeah.
and confidently. So he'll slot in.
And here's an interesting thing that he said. The question was put to him.
Who's this?
This is
The supporter?
this is the Arsenal fan. So LT Arsenal asked him. They said The Athletic reported that the scouting department's number one recommendation was Upamecano. How does Gabriel compare to Diot? And if you were given a choice, whom would you take out of the two?
Ooh, let's
So
hear.
his reply was, I've seen much more of Gabriel, so I might be biased as I watch a lot of League One and occasionally watch Bundesliga games. But the thing with Upamecano is there's something a bit chaotic about him,
Yeah.
which is precisely what we don't want in this Arsenal defence.
Yeah.
Gabriel is taller than Upamecano, which is an advantage.
Thank
and
you.
the main bonus
Yeah.
is that he's a left-footed centre-back.
Yes.
He's very left. Yeah, he's very left-footed.
He's quick.
The thing is with Arteta, he wants players that can play.
Ball
Yeah,
playing.
ball players because
defenders.
that's it's not about all aggression and going to ground, tackling
Yeah.
and sweeping players. Which is great to watch, but that's not
That's not the modern
what
game.
wins
anymore.
Yeah.
you. Yeah, yeah.
But that was never the game. Who are considered the best players of all time? Centre backs. They're the ones who are the ball players. Your Barazis, your
Yep.
Maldinis,
Beckenbauers.
yeah,
your
Bobby
Beckenbauers.
Moores.
Yeah, your Bobby
Yeah.
Moores. They're the players who people put up there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maldini.
How many times do you see Van Dijk on the?
You don't.
No.
You don't. So, yeah,
So there's all good things to come from him, hopefully, for the 2020-2021 season.
what did he
Yeah.
say Arteta was going to do to him? Going to be on him to make sure he doesn't slack, and he wants to develop him.
Who said that?
Gabriel.
Is that what he said?
that Arteta.
What is that? What Arteta told him?
What Arteta told him in their conversation.
Excellent. That's good to
Yeah.
hear.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Says he's going to be on him.
Man, I'm just rubbing my hands with glee.
Yeah.
and anticipation
Yeah,
as
so,
to this season.
and that's why that was one of the reasons why he wanted to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When a manager tells you that, I want to make you a better player, I'm going to be on you.
Ainsley, Maitland-Niles.
What about him?
Would you would take him as a first choice right back, right?
What, over Bellerin?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I would. I've been impressed with Ainsley's turnaround
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
since we came back, since the restart. So yeah, I'd definitely take him back. I'd definitely take him
Yeah.
as a first choice. Yeah, it seems like a good deal to be had. Get Ainsley in,
Yeah.
sell
Bellerin.
for
Cedric.
whatever, for 30
Step
to
in.
40 million.
Yeah.
Cedric
Go
can
out and
step
get
in. Or go,
somebody else.
Yeah. Or if
Not
we
not
can't,
to replace, in a different position, because I think we've got Ainsley and Cedric,
Mhm.
and that money we get from Bellerin we can use further up the pitch, maybe
Partey.
creativity,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or Mr. Awar.
Well, yeah.
We'll
So what do you think about Ainsley for you?
Yeah, just touching on him quickly, because we've given him a lot of praise, had a lot of superlatives about him in the previous show. So, yes, I would sell Bellerin and stick him in because he done a brilliant job. And it was the Chelsea game where we were all scratching temple, wondering why Ainsley wasn't playing and why Bellerin was just put in. Although he did score in that game, but we were like, why isn't Ainsley Maitland-Niles starting? And then with Ainsley, I feel that he overlaps better and gives Pepe some support and cover.
Yeah.
Plus, like I said, he deals with threats coming down that side. It could be Richarlison, it could be Zaha, just a name.
Yeah.
A couple. Sterling. He, really does his job. So, yeah, that's all I have to say on Maitland-Niles.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles is the third highest tackler for us.
Say what?
Yeah.
I went on Sky and did some snooping around on
What you talking about, Willis?
Their stats thing. Our highest tackler was Danny
Ceballos, yeah.
with Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
So
What?
they were on the same.
What?
45.
Hold on. Time out. Flag on the plate, travelling.
Yes.
Hands on side. Granit Xhaka was what?
Yeah, he was joint highest with Danny Ceballos.
Yeah, I can believe
in
that.
tackles. So in fact, Ainsley Maitland-Niles came third, but you might as well say he's second.
Yeah.
And then fourth
Granit
was
Xhaka.
Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
But then he played at left back, so okay,
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But
And
Granit
fifth was Pepe.
Granit Xhaka is
Shut up. Nah, get out of here. Pepe.
Yeah, so
For what exactly?
for tackling. Those
Tackling,
are the
yeah.
player stats for
Pepe
Arsenal.
for tackling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah. There you go.
Nah.
And
Pepe.
you know where David Luiz is 11th.
Yeah.
So that tells you the
How many tackles he
issues
misses
that we
yeah?
have.
Yeah. How many tackles that he misses? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite
But his game is different. His game is more
about interceptions.
interception. If you look at the interception list, it will probably be higher.
But then his I guess the other way of looking at it is David Luiz's tackles would be less because the boys in front of him are doing their job.
That's good.
Okay, yeah, that's what it
So
says.
that would make sense then, yeah.
But I can't believe it.
Shaka is a lot more aggressive. He's a lot more aggressive this year.
Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
Oh, and Pepe.
Yeah, and he's maturing.
Wow.
You know. Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Cedric,
And
what do you think's going to happen with Cedric?
Cedric, we haven't seen enough of him, so we actually.
It seems
Yeah.
a strange one to give him. What did he get?
Still
Like a 5-year deal or a 4-year deal?
think
4, I think.
was it 3? I think 3.
Is it 3? Well, I've said 5. You said 4.
Yeah.
You said 3.
Stats man. Stats coming in. Stats coming in.
Statsman Jam. Yeah, I think I found it strange. I don't know what's up. I've been impressed. He hasn't
No
let us
one knows
down.
what to make of Cedric.
Yeah, he hasn't let us down so far. So
Because-
he's kind of an enigma.
Our results have been positive. That's why
Yeah.
we haven't dug him out
And he scored a blinding goal.
Yeah.
for his debut. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's putting some nice crosses. However, going back, over Bellerin,
Over,
defensive work.
yeah,
Him and Bellerin are level pegging for me.
yeah. Ainsley Maitland-Niles
Yeah,
over Cedric.
of course.
You know who Ainsley reminds me of? He reminds me of Lauren.
Yeah, that's a good call.
He reminds me of Lauren. He's got that hint of menace about him, like Lauren.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's like,
He's ice in his veins, like you
yeah,
said.
it's like, you know, you fuck with Ainsley, he's gonna grab you grab you around the throat like he did with Phil Neville.
And
He's got that, isn't he? He's got that.
very
Look at him,
calm,
he's got
very
that hint of menace about
Yeah.
him. Like,
Yeah,
if you
he-
fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck you
You
up.
can see
Yeah.
in Ainsley's eyes, isn't it? There's something in his eyes that says,
Yeah.
"Listen."
Yeah, he's
He'll
Mr.
just say it in a undertone. You mess with me, I'll
Yeah, he's gonna. Ainsley's gonna fuck you up. Like Ice Cube.
Absolutely.
Saeed is on his way out, hopefully.
The Bodyguard.
Absolutely.
And I will always love you.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, he needs to go, man.
and he's begging the club to be released. so-
Yeah, go.
Please release me.
Let me go.
No.
For a fee.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
for a
go.
fee.
Yeah.
You're not going
Yeah,
for
it's not a
free.
charity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go for a fee. But nah,
He wants to go back
Kolasinac.
to Schalke, isn't it?
Yeah. He needs to go. No.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
So what, move up to the midfield.
It's midfield. Yep. Let's
Interesting
touch on
department. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
So who are we going to start with? Matteo Guendouzi. Let's start with somebody controversial.
Who? Say what?
Matteo Guendouzi.
that.
Started so well.
Yeah, and then just because
boy,
of his
oh boy, oh
attitude,
boy.
yeah, his attitude that's got him in,
Wheels
hot
completely
water.
came off, yeah.
Come off the rails in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, because I was a fan of his. I thought he was really
was
going
I.
to be.
Yeah.
He's going to be
I
something.
think everyone liked him. I think
Yeah,
But I can't remember. You know, the game I started disliking him was, I think, when we played Chelsea and he got into
Mason
this kicking match with
Yeah.
Mason Mount, and I was like, you know me, I'm all for a good ding dong in a football game.
yeah.
But the way he kicked out at Mason Mount, it was like, what are you doing? Why are you kicking out at him like that?
It was cynical. It was petulant,
Yeah, it was petulant, and it was like that is going to get us in trouble. And then fast forward,
and he carried it
happens?
on. He carried it on the Stamford Bridge as well.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
With Mount. It was like when you're seeking out a player.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he ran after
Yeah.
Mason Mount
Yeah.
to give him a little.
I think it was the Brighton game as well where he told one of the players how much you
That
earned.
was the
That
one
was when
that was
he's-
the one that did it.
it
For
was
him.
like be gone.
I think that's when Arteta just lost it.
But Mason Mount was well within his rights to turn around and drop one on him.
Yeah,
the way
it's
he
true.
kicked out at him was like
It's true.
that was hooliganism type of kick.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't. You weren't trying to trip him over slyly. You swung your leg like you were kicking at a ball.
Yeah.
yeah.
He did. We knew the Brighton game. That's where it was like, you know what? This is the end of you. This is the end of your Arsenal career.
Yeah, we're offering him to every club in Europe.
No one wants him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was doing so well. Got into the French team.
It all got.
Yeah.
I think it all got to his head.
Yeah.
It must have all gone
But
to his head.
you can't.
Yeah.
It can't get to your head. We weren't doing that well for you to be like, yeah,
You know
you've
who
got
likes him? You know who likes him? It's
medals.
It's Stan Collymore. And he said that Liverpool, Klopp, should make a cheeky bid.
Nah,
How's he going to fit in that Liverpool
he
team?
will
to
not
do
fit
what?
in that team. I'm sorry.
If you can't behave yourself at Arsenal, how are you going to go
Yeah.
to Liverpool and be doing that same foolishness?
Exactly. Arsenal weren't doing nothing at the time, in terms of honours. You ain't got no honours for you to be, being braggadocious
Yeah.
and acting the way you've been acting and saying the things that you've been saying, especially to fellow professionals. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you can't
very
do that.
disrespectful.
Can't do that.
Is that all? Is that all you've got to brag? All you've got to brag about is how much money you're earning.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
What
think
kind of nonsense is that?
It's not professional.
I've got more
It's-
£50
it's not-
notes than you.
yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
No, that's
I'd-
not professional.
I'd-
Next.
I'd ship him out along with Saeed.
Oh, the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can be his bodyguard.
Yeah, next.
Danny Ceballos coming back.
Welcome, Danny. Welcome.
Love him.
Love him.
So glad,
Ceballos.
so glad that we actually brought him back.
The boy who eats
Because-
paella and drinks
yeah.
Estrella.
Yeah,
Fucking magic he is.
yeah. And he wants to come back. You know.
Did you see the thing he tweeted about Arsenal fans? Arsenal fans are fucking mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. The fans repaid me by showing me a lot of love. When I was at home, they were sending me messages asking me to come back and say they needed me here.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
I feel proud, the club, the coach, and most importantly, the fans wanted me the same, to stay. You know who else was talking about the fans harassing him? Gabriel. The fans were bombarding me, telling me they
Exactly.
wanted to come to
Yep.
Arsenal.
Yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah.
I was like,
I
man,
heard
our
that.
fans are
And he turned down three
the
clubs.
12th man.
Yeah,
properly.
we did.
Yeah.
We did.
So he turned down 3 clubs until Real Madrid. You know,
you.
Arsenal is the only team.
Absolutely.
That
The
I
only
want to
thing
join.
with that deal is there's no buyback.
That's the thing. That's the
That's
only.
the
That's the
only thing
yeah,
because
yeah.
Real Madrid once again could pull down our pants and say, "Listen,
You mean a
Thanks.
buy option? You mean yeah?
buyback." They could just say, "Well, thanks. You've nurtured these talents.
Thank you very much.
We'll take him back now. Thank you." So
Yeah.
that's the only thing I'm a bit
Yeah.
concerned about.
You can always negotiate halfway through the season.
Yeah, but
you know?
with Real Madrid, man, and you know us already.
Well, what's he got? He's got a contract. So he's got about another 3 years on his contract.
Another 3 years. Yes, he's got another 3 years.
And the thing is, for me, I liked him at the beginning when he first came. I was like, oh, this guy's got something about him. Then halfway through the season, I went right off him.
Yeah,
And then
so did I.
After the restart, he's come back like a man possessed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's been playing some serious through
Yeah.
balls.
Stood
and it's
out
like-
in
that
games,
break.
yeah.
That break served him well. You know.
sort of
Yeah.
like Santi Cazorla-esque.
And some of the tackles that he puts
Absolutely.
in are phenomenal. For such
Yeah.
a skinny
Yeah.
guy, he puts in some chunky old
Yeah.
tackles.
And
Yeah.
remember,
Which are represented in the tackles stats.
Absolutely.
and he was making noise from the bench. You know, I'm not starting. I want to play. And then Arteta was like, you know, just like everybody else,
Yeah.
show me what you got in training. I'll take a punt on you. And then from there, he hasn't looked back.
Yes.
So, yes, welcome back, Ceballos.
Everybody's happy to see him back.
Happy.
All
man.
he needs now is to start adding goals to his game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that'll be top draw.
Yep.
Next.
Torreira. In,
Lucas
out, in,
Torreira.
out.
Oh, man.
Shake it all about.
Looks like he's gone.
I'm sad. I'm
Yep.
sad with this
He-
because
yeah.
when he first came in, I was happy. I thought this is what we need. This is who we need, a sort of player that we need. He had the fans on side with his performances, especially scoring against the scum. Oops, sorry. The Lily Whites. Yeah, a.k.a. the scum. Yeah. And then the injury came.
Yeah.
Then he started falling away, and then our man Emery decided to put him in a number 10 position.
Yeah.
And then it was downhill from there. He just became surplus to requirements, a bit part player. And then it's like, you're up for sale now.
Yeah.
And that's it. And what we're looking for, we're looking further down the line. We're looking
Exactly.
like, okay, Partey?
Partey. Yep.
Yeah.
Can we get you, please?
Can we get you?
Yeah.
We're looking beyond that because Torreira is not.
He's not. I knew there was something wrong with him. You know, in his first season, halfway through, he's been linked back to Italy.
Rumours of being homesick.
Rumors about, you know, being
Yeah.
linked to AC Milan, being linked to Sampdoria, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
is he settling in well? Is he regretting the actual move? Is he?
It was like a
Is his family
Reyes
some issues?
type.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
100%.
I was another Twitter account I follow is the Daily Cannon, and
Shout out.
they had so shout out to the Daily Cannon,
Mhm.
and they had an article about Torreira saying that according to Fabrizio Romano,
Yep.
Fiorentina are in talks to sign the player, and Torino have confirmed that they're considering Lucas Torreira. But he thinks, according to as well James Benge,
Mhm.
Fiorentina are in the strongest position for the player. The club are looking for about 25 million euros for him, which I think would be a good deal if we can get him off the books, get his money off the books, and get somebody better.
Yeah,
And
because that's
reinvest.
what we have to do in the long run is replace these Wenger players. I know Emery brought Torreira in, but I'm saying we need to aim each summer to get better players in. You know, and
100%.
offload your dead weights.
Yeah,
You know,
I think look all the defensive recruitments that we bought 18-19 season. Lucas Torreira is gonna go. Socrates is gonna go. So the only person that's staying is the keeper that we bought, Leno.
Yeah,
So-
the sooner we ship out
Yeah,
the remnants of
yeah,
Arsene Wenger's reign,
So yeah,
and Arteta makes his own stamp on the team,
yeah,
the better.
which you can
Yeah.
see, pace and power.
Yes, it's
You
going
can-
back
you
to
can-
what
you can
Arsene
see.
Wenger did.
Yeah, what the Premiership needs. You
Yeah.
need players designed
yeah.
for the Premiership.
El Neni
El bye.
gone.
There's no
We can't
There's no
find a buyer for him. I think we're just gonna loan him out again. I think,
Yeah, that's fine.
and because it's
Yeah,
he didn't.
I hear Italy's a
Completely-
destination for him. Sorry to cut
Yeah,
you.
Italy. Yeah, I think Torino. We're looking at him.
He prefers Italy.
Charity Shield. He
Torino
wasn't too
as well.
bad. He wasn't too bad.
Torino, so El Neni and Torreira to Torino.
Could be. You know, he performed well in that charity shield final. You know, but it's just not, you know, the quality that we need.
If I could touch on that, it's all well and good winning one game, the curtain raiser.
You
But
have to be tested time and again.
over the course of a
Yeah.
season, El Nini in our midfield,
Yeah.
But this
El
is the
no,
same
no.
thing that Arteta said to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He said, I don't want you to perform once every 3 months. I want you to perform once every 3 days.
Yeah,
Which
you
is
have
the
to be
long and
consistent,
short of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Of
El
course.
Neni, is,
Yeah.
you need to perform at the same level consistently every game.
of course,
Not you have one big game and then six shit games.
of course,
Which is that applies to the whole team.
of course. El
course.
bye.
Yeah, because
Right.
he's great, playing great when the sun is out. What happens in the actual winter? You know, that's when we fall off.
Exactly.
So
Right, Joe Willock.
Ooh,
your favorite, another
the giraffe running.
did you re-
Joe the Giraffe Willock.
No, Joe.
Stay? Does he go on loan? I
Loan.
think he could do with a loan.
Loan.
But
Loan
Arteta
move.
seems to value him.
Yeah, he's highly rated within the club.
I don't doubt that. He's
Him
clearly...
and yeah.
that Scottish YouTube channel that I sent you that you guys couldn't
yeah,
understand,
yeah.
where
It was
Kieran Tierney, they interviewed Kieran Tierney and they asked him who are the best players. Now they asked him about the quality. Actually, what's the quality like that of training at Arsenal? And he goes, "Oh, it's different gravy."
Alexis Sanchez could
And
testify
then
to that.
Yeah, we'll come to that.
Ooh,
And then
touchy subject.
they asked him what players are really good, and Joe Willock was somebody that even Kieran Tierney was like, these youngsters, Bukayo Saka and Joe Willock, and I was like, Joe Willock, I don't see that in the game, but
You could see energy from Joe, but it's just end product.
is that youth? Is that
Hopefully,
youth?
yeah, exactly. Hopefully that will
Yeah,
come.
but Saka is youth.
But people,
And
I
he's
guess
different.
Yeah,
players,
but
Gravy.
he's a very special player. Some
Players
people,
mature
you know,
differently,
yeah,
don't they?
yeah.
True.
You know,
Because
because I forget, Vardy was a bin man, wasn't
Yeah,
he before?
yeah.
sorry, Jamie, we're not.
Harry,
we're just-
Harry
we're just
Kane.
saying.
Harry
Yeah.
Kane. You know, Tottenham tried to sell him so many times. Just no one would
Yeah.
buy him.
Tottenham tried to sell
Yeah,
Kane.
when he was youngster. Yeah,
Get the
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
Nah.
yeah. But
Seriously?
he was a late bloomer. He wasn't this
Okay,
magnificent.
so I'm
yeah.
using that then.
Yeah,
so
use
maybe Joe could become a late bloomer.
Yes,
Okay.
you know,
Harry Kane.
Gareth Bale is another example.
Nah, he was.
You know,
Nah, he
that's what-
hit the ground running.
He was struggling.
What,
he
at
was
Southampton?
struggling at Tottenham. No, not Southampton.
Where did he come from? Birmingham or somewhere like
Southampton.
Came from Southampton.
Southampton,
With,
that's it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he came from
Walcott.
Southampton, went to
that?
Tottenham.
And went on loan though, didn't he? Didn't he go on loan to somewhere before he went to Spurs?
No, he went to Spurs and think they loaned him out. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
and
loaned
he came
him
back, and Harry Redknapp just chucked him in
left back stroke,
left back.
wing back stroke, left
Yeah.
wing.
Is Maicon still waiting for that taxi?
I think he is. Taxi for
Maicon.
Maicon. Taxi for Maicon.
That man he disappeared. He sunk without trace after that game.
Yeah.
His career just ended.
He was rather old then. He was an old man.
Yeah, but man, Gareth Bale buried him.
no.
Yeah.
We'll just say stay rooted, didn't it?
Me.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Man, Gareth Bale pulled down his trousers.
Yeah.
pulled down
And
his
we know the
shorts
rest.
And
Yeah. It was
disrespected him.
Henry, Danny Mills all over again, eh?
Yeah. Emil Smith Rowe. So who was that? Joe Willock. What we hoping for Joe Willock then? Just to
Fix up, look
On-
sharp.
go on loan.
Yeah.
Just
rascal,
go.
yeah.
Just loan him out, man.
Mm.
His decision making is a bit off for
I
me.
think he'll keep him. I think he'll keep him, and I want to see exactly what you said. You know, more end product.
Yeah, like Gabe said last
Yeah.
show.
If Tini's
practice,
bigging
stay
him up
behind.
like that, you know, there's a good player there.
Stay behind and practice. Because he's got it in him, in his locker. But it's just like, Joe, why did you pass it there when you should have passed it there?
Yeah.
Was that a shot, Joe?
Yeah.
Do you call that a shot? Was that a header, Joe?
And Joe, put your boots on the right feet.
Exactly. And stop running like a...
Headless chicken
At
/
stroke.
giraffe.
Giraffe on ice.
on ice, you know. My goodness.
And let's talk about the man of the hour, Bukayo Saka.
Saka.
Yeah.
What an introduction that young man's had.
Yeah. Just long may it continue.
Yeah,
That's all I want. I don't want to put heap too much praise on him. I just want him to just go along Ryan Giggs fashion.
Who
Played
had
very well in the England under-21s.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. The
Just
best
let him-
debut season for youngsters since Cesc Fabregas.
Still learning.
For Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still learning. So don't
Yeah.
heap too much praise on him.
Yeah, he's going to hit a plateau at some point.
Of course.
And I hope the fans just don't
Understand.
don't get on his case and allow him to just work
We
through.
love to bring down players. So
Yeah, we're very reactional fan
Yeah.
base. But not just Arsenal. All fans are
All
reactional.
fans are like that. So we
Yeah.
can't,
There's always a
say,
section of fans who are like, oh, he's shit. Just, it's part and parcel, I guess, of learning the trade.
Yeah.
You're gonna rise, a meteoric rise, and then you're gonna hit a plateau
of
at some point.
course. And one thing we don't want to do is burn our youngsters out.
yeah.
Which is probably what happened with Jack Wilshere, because I was looking at some guy and he was I think his name's John Williamson. He does Arsenal's youth. He's
Yeah.
been doing Arsenal's youth for like 40 years or something like that. On Twitter, I think he's Willow 1886, and he was talking about this youngster coming through called Charlie Patino, and he reckons this Charlie Patino is better than Wilshere at his age.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody pointed out that the thing that probably did Wilshere was he started playing senior football far too early.
Oh, my
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, so somebody said hopefully Charlie Patino won't suffer the same fate as
Yeah.
Wilshere and start playing
Yeah.
too early. So hopefully the same thing won't apply to Bukayo Saka, where he starts playing too much
the
senior
problem
games.
with Wilshere wasn't that he played too early; it's just that he played too much, too early.
Good. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
You know,
That's
because
a good point.
because he was starting against Champions League against Barcelona,
Yeah.
right? And how old was he then?
And then
He was
we raved about, we've got Wilshere. And then what was Pep's response? Well, we've got several Jack Wilshers.
Yeah, we got several Jack Wilshere, which
But
Yeah.
you hear us bragging and boasting. And then,
well,
a lot of people...
that Jack Wilshere was running the game.
No, but what I'm saying is a lot of people outside Arsenal
Yeah.
for England were saying, future England captain. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, so hopefully, Bukayo will be managed,
Yes.
Well-
Which he will be.
yeah,
He will be.
and the fans understand when he's not playing certain games and
Yeah.
don't get on.
Well, they
Arteta's
didn't
back.
understand They were like, how come Saka's not starting?
Yeah.
And then they've done the same thing with Martinelli. Why is
Yeah.
Martinelli not starting?
Yeah, fans just want to run players into the ground.
These players are still growing.
Not everybody's a Wayne Rooney who can come on at
Exactly.
16 and then play
Freak.
till he's
Yeah.
play non-stop till he's
That was a freak and a
36.
one-off. Yeah.
with hardly any injuries.
Yeah. Michael Owen and Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
Nah, they're just freaks.
Yeah.
So
Next.
Emil Smith Rowe. You think he's
high
going to
hopes.
stay?
We've
or
got
out on loan?
high hopes. We've got high hopes. Yeah, we have got high hopes for him.
Yeah.
Not another loan spell. No.
Yeah, I think he deserves a chance.
Yeah, because he's been out on loan
Yeah.
already. Give him
Yeah.
a chance.
Yeah, I think he deserves a chance.
Yeah.
Apparently he did well up at Huddersfield, is that,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
The
I YouTube scouted
scouting games, the YouTube scouting looked...
YouTube scout,
Good.
scout,
Yeah.
scout.
Gabbed all over the YouTube.
No, we learned our lesson with, who was it?
Javinha,
Yeah, Javinho.
Shamak,
Shamak was the main one where we
And
learned
Santos.
our lessons.
and Santos. My goodness,
Yeah.
this Santos. Oh my God, you see who we're getting. Oh my days. The guy's got
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, so hopefully Emil Smith Rowe gets his opportunity. Where's his best position in a
Number
that
10,
Ozil
wasn't it?
row, isn't it?
And
Yeah,
also, yeah, he can play just behind the forwards, you know, an attacking midfield.
I think if he does come through, the thing that he'll have is the fans will give him all the time that he needs as a
Yeah.
academy player coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's no hype about him. He's just do what you do.
Yeah, just hopefully, like I said, he just he flourishes
Yeah,
and give him time to just nurture his talents.
absolutely.
Next.
Granit Xhaka, we've talked about Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
Just full of praise for him. Just carry on as you were, sir.
Yes. And watch out those tackles.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right, it's forwards, the forward line. Let's start with our new boy, Will.i.am from Chelsea.
Yep.
What can we say? We've said it. We've mentioned it in the last show.
Yep.
Experience comes with a lot of honours,
Yep.
which will then lead on to experience, giving the youth who we've just mentioned
Yep.
experience.
Yep.
So welcome, Willian.
And he's not come to collect a paycheck.
Exactly.
Yep.
He's
You
come
know.
here to progress the team and challenge for whatever's
Yeah, and he's
What we
very
need.
very
He is, sorry to cut you,
Yeah, yeah.
he is what Gary McAllister was to Liverpool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping so,
Yes.
because when Steven Gerrard, looked at Gary McAllister and said, what are you doing here? What's a club like Liverpool buying Gary McAllister? And then later on found out that his experience was invaluable.
Yeah, Gary McAllister knows a lot
Absolutely.
of shit.
Exactly. And helped his game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at his, crossing, very strong, key passes, very strong passing, very strong, taking set pieces, very strong, dribbling,
Oh,
Strong.
we take awful
Right.
free kicks.
long shots.
David Luiz.
He can shoot. He can hold the ball. So, and direct free kicks. And he took 7 penalties, missed none. So that's another player that can take pens.
Take pens, yeah.
Excellent.
So yeah. So
Liverpool
he's,
found that out, didn't they?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he 9. I think how many did he score? Gap 9 goals, 7 assists. That's a
Let's
lot of
just hope,
goals
yeah.
from midfield.
And like we touched on last.
And we've talked about him a lot. Chelsea did not want it to lose him. So
Let's talk about the two youngsters, Reece Nelson and Eddie Nketiah.
Eddie Nketiah.
I'm biased.
Yeah.
These two touch my heart because they're academy players and I want them to succeed. So I want them to stay at the club. They've had loan spells. So I do really want them, but I want them to step up
Yeah.
a gear, well done to both in the England scoring.
Yeah, Eddie getting his hat-trick, which
Yeah.
now takes him
Yeah,
2
apparently.
behind the top. 2 behind Alan Shearer and Franny Jeffers, who are the record goal scorers.
for that level.
Yeah, so I think he's on 11 now, and the record is 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a goal scorer in there.
Yeah, the under yeah.
So he got high praise from Eddie Boothroyd.
Yeah, who said
He said, the fact that he's 2 behind Alan Shearer tells you about his calibre of goal scoring.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's not only a brilliant player, but a brilliant guy. And he was captain as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he took a pounding, apparently, and doesn't complain. Just got up and got on with it.
Because Eddie can dish it out.
Yeah.
He's a tough boy.
So I know we were slightly critical last week about
Yes.
his goal scoring, but that's more something that, we're scoring against under 21s.
Yeah.
Is great, but in the Premiership, obviously, he's playing against grown men.
knows. That's why he plays.
Yeah, he's giving him that experience.
Yeah.
And Leeds didn't want to let him go.
Yeah.
They wanted him, to continue his loan spell.
Yeah.
But it was Arteta that said, hold on, I see something in training. No, we're going to keep a hold of you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want both of them
Absolutely.
to succeed.
Yep.
And Reece is going to learn a lot off of Willian.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. So those two, for me, is a keep.
Yeah. I agree.
Lacazette, in or out,
Lacazette
on the boat.
The thing is, we need goals.
Sighing.
We need goals.
And he doesn't provide them.
And he doesn't provide them. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. We've given you chances.
The
Where's
one
the stats?
encouraging,
That's
the one
the
encouraging thing
stats.
about him is that his overall play is good. His overall play has
But as Gabe's touched
Yeah.
on, sorry to cut you, but as Gabe's touched on,
its end product.
you get nil poir
Yeah,
for that because industry is what the team, every player should have. Industry.
Industry's a basic requirement in football.
Exactly. But your
Hard work.
role is to score goals.
Yep.
And you're not scoring them.
He
And
scored 10 last season.
in all competitions or just
Just in the Premier League, he
in the
scored
Premier
10.
League?
In the season before that, he scored 13.
So it's
And
going
in
down.
his debut season, he scored 14.
yeah,
Granted, he was injured for a sizable amount of it, but Aubameyang came in halfway through the season and scored 10.
yeah,
So, the guy's, he can run around as much as he likes, but run around in the penalty box
yeah,
Yeah.
and start shooting and scoring, because
Yeah.
his finishing is atrocious.
Yeah, it is. It is, and we're not having a
Yeah.
go at him because we want all Arsenal, those who play for Arsenal, we
Yeah.
want them to succeed.
Exactly.
So it's not us having a dig
Yeah.
at any Arsenal player, but what you do for our club,
There's better out there for us.
exactly.
And we'll come on to him. We'll come on to who we would like. But if we think he should be moved on if better is available.
If better's available, it's just like Bellerin.
Yeah.
If better's available, I don't mind, shipping him out.
I agree.
But I like him. I do like him as a person, what he brings to the dressing room. But we, when we're up against Man United away, Chelsea away, we need players to make a difference.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you're bearing down on goal, we're thinking, I bet you he misses.
Yeah,
No, it's true. When
No faith in his
Aubameyang's
finishing
one-on-one with a keeper, you're like,
Yeah, 9.5 times out of 10.
That's going in.
banging the
Go
goal.
on, Abba.
yeah,
See
You're
the-
like,
see the bag bulging.
when it's Lacazette, you're like, please. But, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Henry, Ian Wright, whether you see them on TV, see them live in the flesh, hear them on the radio,
Yeah.
I'm right. Oh, he's made it 1-0. Lacazette bearing down on goal. Theatre's going. Your mind's going. You're hearing it on the radio. He scuffed it wide. He's hit the corner flag.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He needs to. pick up
Sorry,
his finishing. Yeah,
Lacazette.
yeah, I agree.
Had to explain.
Pepe.
Right. With Pepe, I know there's a player in there.
100%.
I know there is a player in there. So we have to, just like Arteta, on the managerial front,
See, if you
on the
take
player
a-
front,
sorry,
go.
Sorry to cut you. If you take away the fee, he had an okay season.
Well, he was our second highest.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm coming with the stats.
You got your stats
Yeah,
piled up
mate.
today.
My printer was working overtime yesterday. I ran out of paper.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I had to find some scrappy do paper,
Yeah.
mate. But yeah, Pepe is our second highest player with through balls. Our highest is David Luiz with 12.
Yeah.
And then Pepe was 10.
Let's give a shout out to Lacazette. He was the second top scorer, right? Second highest scorer for Arsenal.
Far behind.
Yeah,
But yes,
we
second
have to give him
highest.
that. We have to give him that.
But
you know?
yeah,
We have to give him that. You know,
Pepe
Ironic
needs
applause.
more.
Lacazette will be listening.
Yeah, Pepe needs to do more with assists. But sorry, go ahead, Lee. I cut you off in your
Yeah,
prime.
sorry. Yeah, go on.
No. Listen, you had valid points. So
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying with Pepe, he just needs to step up his game, like goal scoring. There is times where he just takes too much touches.
He needs to cut down on the dribbling
Yeah,
and concentrate on the key passes, right? Throw balls and setting people up and shooting at the right time.
And working on his right foot.
yeah. Because I look at
because he's a major asset regarding his dribbling. He's a major asset because
Oh, he puts people on their backside quite
yeah, he'll-
regular.
he'll-
He leaves people standing.
he'll break plenty of ankles.
and the players
yeah,
and the players say that Pepe he nuts.
You can see that.
He embarrasses.
Willian on
You can
one
see that
side,
with his
Pepe on the
balance.
other side.
Yeah, he says in training.
Yeah.
They say in training Pepe is disgusting, but
You can
when
see
you
he's
look
he's ready to blow up.
when you look at, you know, who's in his position,
Yeah.
your Salahs, your Raheem Sterling's, when you look at those players, they've got end product, and
Yeah.
that's what Pepe needs
But
now.
Sterling,
To be
Sterling didn't have that.
Didn't
And
have
who was
that
the,
exactly.
Who was the
I
man
was
who
trying to
brought
make that
Arteta.
point.
Arteta
The
was
cone
the
man.
the man who
it
brought
was
it out
not
of him.
long ago. People were calling Sterling headless chicken. You
Yeah,
know, he just runs
that's
around.
true. Leroy
you know,
Sané
just-
is another one.
Yeah, so if we've got the right manager, hopefully, to
Yeah,
translate what he did with Sterling and
Mahrez.
transfer it over to
Yeah.
young Pepe.
yeah. Pepe
Because
is
the
a good
guy's
fin-
got-
he's a good finisher.
Yeah.
He's a
Bags
good
of
finisher.
talent.
He just
Yeah, he's
needs
got
to
some
put
talent.
himself, in the right place.
Look at that goal that he scored. I wish that goal would have stood in the FA Cup because,
Yeah.
man, that was one hell of a finish.
Yeah.
It's a strike and a half.
VAR. Yeah.
That was a hell of a finish. That would have gone down up there in the pantheon of great FA
Absolutely,
Cup final
Yeah.
goals.
absolutely. Yeah, up
Yeah,
there
yeah.
with Limburg. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and
who have we
Parlour.
got left? We've got the captain. Let's do Gabriel, and then we'll do with the captain. So what are we expecting for Gabriel for this season?
Martinelli.
Yes, Martinelli.
Martinelli. Just-
We've got high hopes.
I'm
Leroy's
really
available
excited.
for bar mitzvahs and
We've got
weddings.
high
Yeah.
hopes.
Yeah. What do we expect from him? The same.
The same.
I don't want him to change much because he's got everything,
Very direct,
right?
isn't
He just needs to focus on staying fit,
he? Yeah.
bulk up a little bit, get in the gym.
Tierney again in that YouTube video. Tierney touched on
Yeah.
Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah.
They're talking about this exercise where they were doing this running exercise, and he said his partner was Martinelli,
Yeah.
and he said he couldn't get away from him. He was like, "What the fuck are you still doing behind me?"
Yeah.
He said, "This guy," he said, "he is so fit."
Yeah.
He said,
You
"Wherever
could
I
tell.
went, he was there. No matter how fast I ran, he was there."
Really quick.
You could
I
tell.
think
He was like, "This guy is
Chelsea
super
found
fit."
out.
It's this
super
determination,
fast.
his mentality.
That Chelsea game, like, I could not believe how fast he is.
And who let him go? What team let him go? Alexis Sanchez was just touching on them during the week.
Oh,
Oh,
What team?
Manchester United.
The Devils? The Red
Red
ones?
Devils, yeah.
All right, okay.
Yep.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We gave them Cristiano. They gave us Martinelli, which is good.
so Aubameyang, last but not least, for our
Aubameyang.
players.
Aubameyang. Please sign the ting. Please sign the ting. Please sign the ting. Please. Anyway, he needs to sign. But this guy, without his goals, where would we be? Like I said on the previous two shows, where would he be? The man, we just need to help him though.
Yes,
Yeah, he needs.
he's £100 million player.
Yeah,
We wouldn't get that in this market. We'd be severely sold short, and we
Yeah.
just couldn't afford to replace him. There's nobody out there like him. So yeah,
Yeah,
We just got to sign him up. I think he's signing anyway. And there's not really much more to add on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But do we think our squad is deep enough and strong enough? Because you know there's going to be injuries this season.
No. I don't think it's strong enough yet. We still need to bring
Key
in
additions.
key additions in midfield, because that's our weakest area right now.
Yes.
I would like another striker in, but the Arteta can get by with what he's got now. But you really want to, if you want to push for top 4, you need to add at least a couple of more strong signings, which he's looking at. You know,
How would you say we would line up for next season?
great question.
Yeah.
4-3-3,
Question.
3-4-3, 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
3 at the back, definitely, because I don't think he
I
will
think
trust.
I think if he has the options, he would like to play 4 at the back.
Depends how quickly the two boys settle
Settle in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's going to be 3 at the back.
I think it'll probably start like that because
Yeah.
there's
I think, and then it'll go to
Yeah.
4 at the back.
yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Like 2 centre backs.
Yeah.
Any players you'd like to particularly come in? Name one player you'd like to see, Jamal, come in
We'll
that
pick
we're
one
linked with.
each. We'll pick one each.
Hassam Awar,
A while. Why?
because he is the one player that has all the abilities that we need, all the strengths.
Isn't he the guy who pulled Man City to bits?
Yeah. Have you seen that Dembele pass?
Yeah.
You know, that sort of level, like through ball that you've never seen.
Who would you compare him to?
Zidane,
Zidane.
Zidane.
Wow.
Honestly, he's got that. You know, he's got the heritage
Yes.
plus, and he's got the skills.
France. Is he
Yeah.
French?
He's French, yes.
Man, I tell you what, France
yes.
have got.
I spoke to
As per usual.
I spoke to an Algerian guy who did not like how I pronounced his name, and he goes, "No, my friend, he's Hussam Awar." I said, "All right, okay." So, yeah,
Yeah,
So-
they're gonna be doing that. I can see them doing that
Yeah.
on Sky Sports.
You know?
every time he gets the ball.
Yeah. He's a quality player. You know, passing strong, dribbling strong, holding the ball strong, and you know, and he's not gonna cost us arm and a leg.
Yeah.
But,
but
Leon are
there's-
playing hardball, though.
They're playing as he's a quality player.
Yeah,
he's,
they
he's
should.
a
They want
quality
money
player.
up front.
Yeah, they won.
It's only Arsenal who give away their crown jewels cheaply.
Well, according to your friend Fabrizio Romano, we offered 25 million plus Guendouzi, which was rejected immediately.
Of course.
That's Guendouzi, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with the 25 million. It was Guendouzi.
Yeah.
You know, so it's 25 million. So yeah, it's.
Throw in Lacazette.
They look in another French journalist was saying that they would accept between 50 to 60 million euros.
What?
So
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
which is
Yeah,
not-
that's the asking price.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Mustafi, Kolasinac,
Yeah. So-
Lacazette, and Guendouzi
Yeah.
plus 25 million.
yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Damn.
you know, he's a quality player
Yeah,
that
he
we
is.
need to.
He is.
You know,
I've only seen him the once in that Manchester City game, and he did look highly impressive.
And YouTube
Yeah.
clips.
Yes.
This,
Well, I haven't
this
seen him
is
on
this
YouTube,
is
to be
what
fair.
Lionel Messi, you know, thinks of the play. He's always calm on the ball, and he has excellent technical quality. So
Yeah, it's about time we started
Come on.
getting these,
Yeah.
top draw players in. The person I would like to see come in is Odsonne Edouard from Celtic. Put him up front.
He's a beast, man.
Ship out Lacazette
yeah,
ASAP. If Tierney costs 25 million from Celtic, I think we can get him for similar fee.
Yeah.
You know, get that deal done. Young player,
We
beastly,
need goals, man.
and we would have a fearsome front line if we had Aubameyang on the left, him down the middle, and
Yeah.
Willian on the other side. My gosh, that is drama drama, and might I add, drama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be. It would be.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, just quickly, either Awa
Yep.
or Coutinho, because I feel that
I think.
our creative side
Yeah.
really needs improving. Because since Ozil, who actually featured in a behind closed door game yesterday, since he's not really going to feature most, I feel that we need someone. If Chelsea have their Pulisic, Man City have their De Bruyne, we need someone that's going to carry that threat.
Yeah, we have no creativity.
We have no creativity. So that's
Yeah.
just me on that. Just swiftly moving on.
Yeah. And do you know who came up? That Brazilian, that West Ham boy.
Oh, no thanks.
Yeah, they offered us.
No thanks.
They offered him
Felipe
5
Anderson.
million. Felipe Anderson, yeah.
No thanks.
And you know,
Who offered us?
I know.
West Ham.
For who? They offered us to.
they
They
offered-
offered
Yeah.
to pay
Yeah.
us to take him.
They want us to pay 5 million loan fee to take him.
Yeah,
Why?
because they're
If he's
in
not
debt.
good enough for West Ham, what's he coming to Arsenal for?
No,
Well, you know, he's not a bad player.
no.
He's not a
We
bad
can
player.
do better.
Not based on last season.
we can
no.
do better.
Yeah, we can, but
Yeah. Moving on.
yeah.
Your man Jamal.
Oh,
Let's hear it, Mr.
Mr.
Stanley
the man, the
Victor
man.
Collymore.
well.
What is it that he said that upset you?
First of all, let's just say that we're all big fans of Stan.
Yeah, I love Stan Collymore. I think he's
Like when he's
straight to the point.
yeah. So he wrote this
Don't
article
always
after.
agree with him, but I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
you know, he wrote this article after the Charity Shield, which was very interesting. To actually sum up the article,
Yes.
he was basically saying Arsenal are not Barca 2011 and won't win the title next season, which is quite weird because
I don't remember any Arsenal
no
fans
Arsenal
saying
fan. Yeah.
that we will.
Well, he had an argument with a couple of people on Twitter,
Yeah.
and from that, he wrote this article, which he basically said this idea peddled on social media by some of their supporters, meaning Arsenal, that we are now looking at a title challenging team.
What, based on an argument with
Based-
two people on... He's written a whole article
Yeah,
based on
yeah.
speaking to two
Shout
fans.
out to Shaka Laka Saka and Magnificent Mikel.
Those are the two that he had the argument with.
Yeah. And, you know, no one is making the argument that we're going to win the title, are we?
Out of all the millions, hundreds of millions
Yeah.
of Arsenal fans there are on this planet, Stan Collymore's
Yeah.
written an article based on
To dig out
a
two
discussion
people.
with two
Yeah.
people.
So he said, but having watched English football for more than 40 years, I can tell both these guys that the Shield is a warm, cuddly curtain raiser and nothing more. This is, do you know how many Charity Shields Stan won? Any guesses?
I'd hazard a
point?
guess at 0,
Nothing.
but that doesn't
Absolutely.
mean anything anyway.
0. Yeah. He hasn't won a single...
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean anything.
I know, but it's, you know, it's a warm, cuddly curtain raiser.
Mm.
Right. So yeah, and he ridiculed Arteta when he apologized for it, but he said that we are crazy to hire
Mikel
a
Arteta.
coach that has no experience.
Well,
But has he come out? Sorry to cut you, but has he come out with the same statement?
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to Frank Lampard,
No.
because Chelsea have spent a hell of a lot more money than us. People are putting Chelsea in the bracket that they're going to be challenging
Yeah.
for the title. So, has he come out and said anything about that?
No.
Because there's no reason that Chelsea
Yeah.
should be challenging. Liverpool finished so far ahead of everybody else. Why is
Yeah.
there any given right that Chelsea are going to be challenging?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was, you know, I just found the article weird, you know.
oh,
And,
well, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
And let's.
I think everybody likes to have they like to kick Arsenal up for
Yeah,
the smallest of things. The two fans have said something and Stan's writing a whole article on it.
Yeah,
I'm sure Chelsea fans are out there shouting about how they're going to win the title. Why is he not coming out with anything to say to them?
yeah. So he said all they have done is win 7 matches to lift the FA Cup and the Community
Only.
Shield. Only, yep. And that's a long way from having what it takes to win 15 to 38 game trophies.
Yeah, well.
Yeah,
You
but
know, it's just a win.
yeah, but at the end of the day, when you look at Arteta, he's won 2 pieces of silver
Yeah.
within 8 months.
Yeah.
More than Pochettino's done, and Brendan Rodgers. So, and these are the managers that they put on a
Yeah.
pedestal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
you could just say, look, we'll have to judge you over a course of a season and see what
Yeah.
you do, where you are in 2 seasons' time.
Yeah.
But well done to you so far, because you've taken on a job that not many people wanted because of
Yeah.
the situation and the position the club was in.
Yeah.
That's what he should really be saying. But let's not get,
Yeah.
Arsenal fans, don't get carried away.
Don't
It's
say
still a
that.
work in progress.
Yes,
That's
we'll-
what he should have
yeah.
said.
Yeah.
We know where we are.
We
Arsenal
know
fans
where we
know
are.
where we are.
Come on.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody really talking about we're going to be challenging
Really?
Liverpool and Manchester City. Ain't no Arsenal fan
Yeah.
talking like that.
Yeah.
Please.
And when Pep Guardiola came, he said this about him. He's absolutely deluded if he thinks he's going to turn up and outplay everybody in the Premier League.
Who said that?
Stan. And then what did Pep go out
And
and do?
he outplayed everybody in the Premier League.
So maybe it's a good omen that Stan has
Thanks,
slagged
Stan.
us
Exactly,
off.
right us off, Stan.
Yeah, go on, Stan. Keep
Cheers,
slagging
Stan.
us off.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stanley.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
moving swiftly on. Pre-Fulham predictions.
Pre-Fulham predictions. Who wants to go first? Want me to?
Yeah,
Go on.
please.
Okay, for me, I don't see a high-scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a London derby, first and foremost, so let's get that in.
Yeah.
Newly promoted sides always start off strong. Beginning of the season, we've known that over the Premiership years. It's an away game. We've turned the corner on away games slightly, but we need to improve on them. I don't see, like I said, I don't see a high-scoring game for this one. My prediction, it's going to be 2-1 to Arsenal. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment. I think it's going to be a tight game. Fulham are going to obviously want to prove that they can compete in this league.
Hang with the big boys.
Yep. So I'm expecting a 2-1, maybe a 3-1, but more likely a 2-1.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's, it's like it will be a tough game. They'll be up for it. London derby.
Let's get that in.
But we just need to just watch out for Mitrovic, and and we should be okay. I think 2-1, 3-1.
Yeah, if we could keep a clean sheet, it would be fantastic.
It'd
But
be,
I think
It's usually
an
a
away game.
high scoring
Teething-
game in this kind of
teething
It's usually a
problems.
high.
It's an away game.
Yeah.
Let's get that in.
Yeah.
And we haven't done that great away.
Yeah.
Under the 3 managers that we've had last season.
So I'm looking at they've signed Lamina from Southampton, Harrison Reed and Anthony Knockout, which is, it's good signings for them.
yeah.
So they're looking to prove themselves again, and I think looking at 3 points there.
Hopefully, get off to the start of the season with a bang.
Yeah.
We need it before we meet Liverpool.
Yes.
So we need to win the first 2 games.
Yeah.
So moving on, the strengths and weaknesses of the other top 8 teams. All right, so we finished 8th, and then we'll work our way
Let's
up.
have a look at who finished above us.
So Wolves finished 7th.
Yep.
Then you had our neighbours, noisy neighbours, who finished 6th. Then we had Leicester, who finished 5th. Then we had Chelsea, 4th. Man United, surprisingly, 3rd. And then Man City and the champions, Liverpool. So Wolves, can they do it again? Can they repeat or go better? Do you think?
I don't think so. I think last season was a pretty poor season for the top teams.
Very inconsistent.
Yep.
Very
They haven't
inconsistent.
invested well.
Yeah.
They've only brought in one 18-year-old striker so far
Thus far.
for a club record fee, apparently.
For 40 million.
Fabio Silva.
Yes, the kid from Porto, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It's hard. They are comparing to Cristiano, a young Cristiano, which is that's
We will
pretty.
Mhm.
A lot of players been compared to him before, yeah.
They've still got players who might leave, like Traore, who will be a
Oh,
massive
yeah.
loss if he
Yeah,
goes.
yeah. I think it's.
Jimenez, if he goes.
Yeah.
I
Those will
put
be big losses.
I put as key men. I put Traore, Jota, and Jimenez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And haven't they just lost their... Who's didn't they
Right
just
back,
lose someone
right
who
back.
just went to Spurs?
Yeah.
Was it him?
Oh, what was his name?
Um,
The Arsenal fan.
Yeah, him.
Yes.
Who did the
Who had to
video.
delete his Twitter
Doherty.
account.
Matt Doherty. Yep.
Yeah, so they've lost him as well.
Yep.
So I think if they fail to strengthen in the summer and they lose their key possessions or their
Yeah.
prized players, then they'll be in for a tough
I
season.
I
Yeah,
was saying that I would wonder how their squad will fare during the course of the season. Can they do it again?
And they're quite a predictable team. The way they
Yeah.
are is pretty predictable.
Yeah.
Very, very. Yeah.
And if they lose Jimenez scored 17 out of Wolves' 52 goals last season.
Yeah.
So if they lose him, that's a lot of goals
Yeah.
they're going to lose. And that means you're going to have to replace him, which is money.
Yeah.
And like we
Yeah.
were talking about Aubameyang, these players are not going to be sold for their value. And then buying somebody
Mm-hmm.
is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to bet him in.
And Diego Jota, he's a top draw player. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've noted him down as one of the key men.
So I think Wolves are somebody we can leapfrog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Who was
100%.
above them?
So who was above them was our noisy neighbours.
Oh, Spurs.
We wanna
Spurs,
go
yep,
Wembley. Yeah. They had an up and down season for me.
Yeah.
Their form was poor for me. I really thought they was gonna, really push on
Yes.
from the Champions League final. I thought they were gonna really push on, and then Mourinho took over,
Yeah.
and I thought, all right, he's gonna really make them a solid unit.
Yeah.
It still remains to be seen, but I just don't think they're gonna do anything. Personally,
No, not with
Yeah, it seemed like an
Not with-
unbalanced team.
yeah, there's something not right with
Not-
Spurs.
They've
Not
got
with
they've got Pierre Højbjerg.
They got
Yeah.
Højbjerg and Hart.
And Joe Hart.
Joe Hart had dropped a clanger yesterday, I heard.
That was the best.
That's no surprise,
That was
is it?
the best thing that I saw this morning.
Joe,
No surprise.
Yeah, that was a fantastic thing that I saw
Joe
this morning.
Hopeless Hart
Yeah.
Would
and Matt Doherty. That's all they've brought in so far. And I've got to say, Højbjerg did well at Southampton. They've got a nice little pipeline from Southampton.
Yeah,
to
Southampton.
Spurs.
Oh my
Best-
goodness.
Best headline this morning. Joe Hart blunders sees Tottenham suffer shock 2-1 defeat to Championship side Watford in final pre-season
Nah, it
clash.
doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything.
What is great to see in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah,
He's
it's
just
great to
warming
see.
his
Oh, yeah,
hands
it's
up. That's all.
Fantastic.
Fantastic headline. More of that, please.
I noted down the key men, which is Son, Harry Kane. I'm still waiting for this Stephen Birdwin to really take off.
Yeah, 25 million from PSV Eindhoven.
Yeah, that's not
He
looking
hasn't-
too great. Serge Aurier
Yeah.
is
Oh,
agent
goodness.
Aurier. Serge Aurier, the Arsenal fan, has done his job well. He's gone there and played poorly.
So we've got two Arsenal fans.
3, including Harry
Harry
Kane.
Kane, 3 Arsenal boys.
Yes.
Yeah. And,
Okay, agents.
and one last
job.
point.
Sleeper agents.
One last point. Everybody's making a lot about how bad our defense is. Do you know how many goals Tottenham conceded?
Shipped in.
Yeah, 47,
And what was ours?
48.
Wow.
So
So they were just marginally
tight
better than us.
Mourinho.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've just said that I don't think they'll make the top 4.
You think we can leapfrog them?
I feel
Yeah.
so. I feel so. We have plenty of opportunities to
Yes,
leapfrog them.
We should have leapfrogged them last
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think we can. I think if we get it right defensively, I think we can.
Absolutely.
So-
Who was
So,
above them?
so moving on was Leicester City.
Leicester. Oh my God! How
Ooh,
did they
Leicester.
miss out on top 4? Oh my God!
Is there any song for Wills coming off?
No, there's no more songs, Lee.
I'm not going to start singing. I'm just
I
saying.
thought you wanted to sing again.
No, no.
feeling
when
you're
the
feeling very-
wheels.
You're very,
I'm
very
falling
songful.
off.
Very songful.
Oh, when the wheels come falling off, I wanna be
Nah, I've
in
stopped.
that number. When Tottenham wheels come falling off.
I don't think that one's going to pick up tomorrow.
Yeah, no. I was, with Leicester, they were flying at the beginning,
Yes.
start of the season, and then the wheels just came off.
Yeah.
They were even threatening first place,
Yeah.
threatening second place, sitting tight in third. Then they just declined.
Typical
And they've
Rodgers
sold
team.
their left back.
Typical Rodgers team.
Chilwell.
They start fantastic, all guns blazing, and then towards
Pardon
the end
the
of the
pun.
season, the wheels just come off.
The best player they have, and who I would love to see, is Wilfred Ndidi
Yeah.
At Arsenal,
at Arsenal. Yeah,
over
I
Partey.
love Tielemans.
not over Partey, but if Partey became, a difficult player, and who was the other one we were linked to?
Tielemans.
Yeah, Tielemans.
Tielemans is a quality player.
They're,
You were looking at him, but they paid the money.
he's a good player.
Recognize that story?
Yeah. It's just
Familiar? Sounds familiar?
classic Gazitas.
They're counter-attacking team, Leicester.
Yeah.
Do the basics well for me.
Yes.
Excellent scouts. They have great scouts.
Very quick.
Yeah.
I feel, and Statsman,
Yeah.
they've qualified for Europe, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So they had no European football last season.
Mm-hmm.
Is their squad big enough
No, that's what's
No.
down here in the data I've got. They've got a
Yeah.
paper-thin squad.
to
Especially-
deal with European football
And-
and all the domestic
Yeah.
competitions?
Yeah.
Apparently, they're starting the season with just 2 fully fit centre-backs. Soyuncu and Benkovic.
Yeah.
Everybody else is injured.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is going to be a season for injuries.
Yeah.
So
And
your
he's-
squad needs to
they're
be
reliant,
big.
and they're relying on Vardy to have an amazing season again. He's how old is he? He's
33.
He's 33. He's not going to do it every year.
Yeah, the
So
bin,
they
the
need
bin man
to,
is
yeah.
still going.
Yeah, he's still going. He's still,
And well done to him
collecting
for
those
that.
bags.
James Maddison.
I've noted him down as a key man,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a key
one
man.
of the key men.
Yeah.
But he fell away.
He fell away towards the end of that, especially in
Yeah,
in
you
those
didn't
big
really
games.
hear of him, did you? And you
I
didn't really
saw
see him. He was smashing it.
Yeah, I saw him against
Early
Man
doors.
United, in the key game, and he was poor.
Is he? Can we leapfrog them?
I feel so.
Yeah,
Okay, so we can move up to
We
where
can
are we?
move-
We move up from 8th to 7th, 6th. We'll be 5th, 4th, 5th. We can move up to 5th.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're key men, just quickly. Tielemans, I've put there. I know indeed he's there, but I've put Vardy and Madison and Tielemans.
Pereira, I really love. He's an excellent right back.
Yes.
That's a player.
Yeah.
that
Pereira's-
If you can get that,
But then over Ainsley, I don't know.
yeah,
He does the basics well
yeah.
in that team.
Who was above Leicester then?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah.
So
Ooh, Chelsea.
So with Chelsea, they had a mediocre season. They looked like they were going to be chasing with that pack,
Yeah,
on the coattails of Leicester, and they had a run where they'd put 3 wins together, then come up with this defeat out of nowhere and this draw, and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
So with them, they had a mediocre performance, and then they, it was so mediocre they allowed Man United to leapfrog them,
Yeah, that was quite surprising.
and that was surprising because on paper I believe Chelsea are better than Man United,
100%.
but the table doesn't lie.
Yeah.
I expect them to do a lot
better
this season.
Yeah.
200 million.
Oh my
Yeah.
days!
Frank Lampard's got no excuse.
Yes.
They've just tied.
His
They've
head-
just tied
Yeah.
a big anchor around his neck.
Yeah, you must
Because-
deliver.
Yeah,
Deliver or your
and
head.
if Frank Lampard doesn't do what he's doing, I want to see the knives out the same way they're going to be out for Arteta.
Yeah,
Frank Lampard can't get any free rides because his uncle's sorting him out. Uncle Harry sorting him out as always.
yeah.
So yeah, they've spent close to 200 million.
I
I think-
think it's more, isn't it?
Well, over 200 million. They've spent a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Some of the journalists are talking about Chelsea as their title contenders. I wouldn't quite
Yeah.
go so far. And I think Chelsea will finish in the top 4. I think they'll move up a stage. But it's about getting all those players to
Gel.
play
To
and
gel.
gel.
Yeah.
Pat Nevin, Chelsea legend, was
Chelsea
on
legend.
5 Live screaming his head off, hailing this team as Chelsea aren't just buying a team, they are building a dynasty. That was his words.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, it's the hype machine
Dynasty.
again. I remember, you know what this
Bloody
this
hype
is what it
machine.
reminds me of? This reminds me of Tottenham 2013. Remember when the Magnificent Seven?
Yeah.
No, but these players.
These players are better, yes,
are better.
but let's just none of these players have Premier League experience. I think the hype, it's
A lot of pressure is gonna be
a lot of
placed on
pressure.
them.
This young guy Havertz, which I absolutely love, quality player, but
Yeah, add to that Pulisic. They've got a hell of a team.
That price tag on your head,
But that doesn't mean anything.
yeah.
Frank Lampard's going to have his his work cut out to make them perform.
Well, what I've said is that they could be gate crashers.
Yes, they will be. They will be. They're
top,
strong.
in the top 2.
Minimum, I think minimum you expect from them. It's top 4 minimum.
I was saying, but they
But
should
they've
have.
got Kepa in goal still.
Oh, they got Kepa and.
But this is what I was going to say.
They've got the ex-Man City keeper.
I was going to say they could be gate crashers.
Yeah.
But what I did say, and what I was going to mention, is that I question their defence
Yeah.
because they
100%.
didn't bolster
Yes,
that department.
they got
Thiago Silva and
yeah.
Chilwell, I'm sorry, that's not bolstering
No,
your frailties.
Chilwell is a great attacking left back. He's not.
I'm
not sure about his defensive side.
I got a
honestly.
question because their defence is all over the
Yeah.
shop, to be quite honest. And Thiago Silva, nah, not for me.
They still got Zuma and who's the other one?
Rudiger,
Christensen, is it?
Rudiger, whatever his name is.
Rudiger.
Rudiger.
Yep.
Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
Yeah.
well we say Chelsea are going to move up.
yeah.
Okay, so who was above there? Man United.
Man United
Man United,
snuck into
Man
third
United.
place.
Manchester United.
The
Boy,
Red Devils.
Yeah.
their midfield is going to be used and abused
Yep.
because they have got nobody shielding that defence. Who's their holding midfield? Who's their protection?
It's supposed to be Matic is the closest one, but they're not going to play
Well,
him.
that's slow coach.
Yeah.
I
They're
could
not going to
run
play
past
him
him.
because
No,
they'll play
even fans-
Pogba and this new boy.
Yeah, even fans are saying we need a replacement for Matic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
midfield attacking wise is improved, but they're going to have the same issues that we had, where you've got nobody who is world class at stopping the opposition,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and teams are going to abuse that United team. Especially
Yeah.
they're going to be on their centre backs
Yeah,
all the time.
and they have a problem in their keeper. His form just
David De Gea.
Oh,
David De Gea,
I forgot about that.
from world class to, what's wrong with you?
Flapiansky.
Yeah.
Long may it continue.
He's approaching the Almunia level right now, so that's not good.
Yeah, that's
No. Almunia was dire.
You know what?
He's
You'll be
not.
surprised.
He's- I'd
There
say
are a lot of Man United fans that I
Flapiansky.
speak to who want, Henderson in.
No.
what happened
De
to De
Gea
Gea.
is
De
not.
Gea, this is, you know what? This is what happens when you miss your window
Boat.
of opportunity
Yeah.
to move. He should have taken, when that chance was there to go back to Spain,
Yeah.
he should have taken it.
Well, everything was done, and there was a fax problem.
A fax problem. This is the fucking 1990s.
Fax me, yeah?
What happened to
Yeah.
email?
Fax
Yeah.
me.
Of all the money that's
That
in
was
football, you're still dealing with fax machines.
Yeah, people are still faxing.
What, they've not
offers.
heard of scanning? Scanning and emailing.
No.
And then they print it off when it gets to the other end. What kind
Yeah.
of nonsense is this?
Yeah,
Oh, we've run out of paper in the fax machine. Sorry, your contract couldn't go through.
yeah,
The fuck?
yeah,
Fucking nonsense.
yeah.
Let's moving on from Man United and their issues.
Could I just touch on United quickly? I was saying that they still need a striker that can
Yeah.
score 25
Yeah.
to 30 goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are a good team. They're a decent team, but I have question marks of the manager.
100%.
Oh, yes.
Can Ollie
Molde FC coach.
take this team to where
No.
fans
Before you finish that.
of
no.
the club want to go?
I think-
I say no.
I think they have a lot of quality.
They
right?
need
They
Pochettino.
got a lot of quality, but can you bring that together?
I
into
don't
a
think Ole-
cohesive unit.
I think Ollie
That's,
comes up short.
They need
Yeah,
Pochettino.
yeah. Like in the,
But
like
the
in
longer they
those,
stay with Ollie, the better.
in those big matches. Fantastic. Yeah, that would be
Great news.
Key man,
that'd be
Stay
great
there.
news, yeah.
key men, Bruno Fernandes.
We love you, Ollie.
I would say
Bruno Fernandes, Pogba,
Pogba.
Van
I
der
put
Beek.
that.
Van der Beek.
I haven't seen him yet, so I
Van
can't.
der Beek. Everybody's hailing him as the next Ramsey.
Yeah, so I
We
can't.
will see, Man United's a big club with big expectations.
Yeah,
And they're going to give you time, but you need to show them something. The same way Pepe came and fans were on his case because he wasn't showing us anything until
Yeah.
the latter end of the season. It's going to be the
Yeah.
same with United. You're not coming here to, be ready in the season. You need to be starting to do something in 6 months.
Yeah.
So that's it's going to be a lot of pressure.
yeah.
Okay.
So will Man United finish in the top? Will they drop or go up?
I think they'll be in the top four.
Okay. So
That's my personal opinion.
I think Man United Arsenal will be a straight shootout.
So who do you think then? That moves us nicely onto the next bit.
Yeah,
Who are the top four? Who would be the top four?
My
Your top four.
top four is Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Manchester United,
In that order.
in that order.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
I think Man City.
Yeah. So just write that down.
I think Man
Yeah, we'll come
City
back to that.
have lost their fear factor. I think
And they haven't even done any business.
Man City.
really.
they've lost their fear factor.
They've got.
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Remember, David Silva's gone, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
teams don't really fear them like they
No,
used to.
No.
And for you to lose 9 games,
But
that's
wasn't that down to injuries as well?
could be.
Yeah, they had injury. Yeah.
Had key injuries.
Laporte
Liverpool
should
were
be fit.
lucky not to get any injuries.
So they signed Ake for 40 million.
Yeah, and Torres.
And Ferran
Yeah,
Torres,
Ferran
who's
Torres.
really quality. I've seen this guy for Spain, and he looks like
Okay, but yeah, that's
great
we
left foot.
will come back to
yeah.
this at the end of the
Yeah.
season.
He
Jamal,
looks good, but he's no Sane.
your top four?
My top 4, I would say, Man City,
Champions.
yes.
Okay.
Liverpool second,
Yes.
Chelsea third,
Yes.
Arsenal fourth.
Okay. I would say that's could be. Well, for me,
And you know how solid my prediction has been.
yeah, you are the soothsayer.
Start believing. Start
you are.
Yeah, for me,
You believe in God.
Yeah.
Believe in
think-
Arsenal.
I think injuries, and I've said it already many times, I think injuries are going to be key to a lot of teams this season, especially with the short break, the condensed season, plus the FA Cup, plus the Community Shield, plus the European competitions. Injuries are going to hit everybody.
Yeah.
Whoever manages their squad and their injuries is going to do well.
And Arteta has shown that he can squeeze maximum out of nothing.
So I think Liverpool won the championship last year. They were fantastic, don't get me wrong, but Manchester City fell off and fell away because of the injury crisis they had in key positions.
Yeah.
If Liverpool can, if Liverpool get similar sort of injuries, it will affect them. So I am going for Man City being champions because Pep's not going to have it. Pep's not having that margin again.
Yeah.
And Liverpool are now the hunted. They were the hunter. They were the hunter for 30 years. They were trying to hunt teams down. They were, they wanted to win the title.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've won it. They're going to be the team to beat.
Yeah.
They're going to be the scalp that everybody wants.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to play a part as well. So for me, City will finish top, Liverpool second, Chelsea third, and Arsenal fourth for me. I think Arsenal will finish fourth. I think we should have done a lot better in the last 2 seasons, but we've tailed off shockingly when we should have been pushing on.
Yeah.
And I think Arteta's not going to have
I want to
that.
see those headlines again. Top 4 trophy. They will come back just for Arsenal.
Yes, absolutely.
So before we go into our season's expectations and what would count as a good season for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Let's just quickly say who we believe will go down, will get relegated. Should I start again?
Yeah, you go first, Lee.
Yeah.
Villa is in the hat.
Yes.
Newly promoted Fulham.
Yes.
I don't see them. I would put... It's a toss-up between Southampton and West Brom for me. I think Leeds, their style of play, will see them just make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those, I'd say, Villa, Fulham, West Brom.
Good shout out. I think Newcastle are vulnerable.
They're vulnerable.
Getting spanked by Middlesbrough pre-season 5-1, which is weird.
These are pre-season though.
Yeah, but
They've had issues for a while.
yeah. Steve Bruce is the manager. Not quite sure how they stayed up. So I think Villa, Newcastle, and I would say you said who do you say? Southampton,
Fulham.
the Fulham. Yeah,
Newly
that
promoted Fulham.
is a good shot. I think I would go with those 3, but I don't think Southampton again. They got a good coach, right? They got a good coach who can motivate his players. So I don't think. I think they will stay up again.
Yeah.
So I think Fulham, Newcastle, and
Villa.
West Ham are looking vulnerable now. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
You could throw all of these clubs in the hat.
Yeah. It was just toss up between 6-7 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I would throw Villa. I think Villa's unanimous across the board. West Ham, I watched the West Ham game last year, I think, against Man United.
Yeah.
It was the most dire game of football I've seen. They were poor.
Extremely poor team.
It's like why they took David Moyes on is beyond me.
Yeah.
Go for somebody new and fresh ideas. David Moyes is done. You keep these managers are on this managerial roundabout. He's coming back when their time is over.
Just called off gardening duty.
Go down to the Championship, find a young manager who's doing something.
Yeah.
And then bring him in with some new fresh
Get
ideas.
Eddie Howe.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'll throw West Ham. If they stick with David Moyes, I'm going to throw West Ham in there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a good shout.
And
Brilliant shout.
I'm going to go for. Who's the manager at Fulham? Scott Parker.
Scott Parker, yeah.
Yeah.
McDonald's kid.
Yeah, I'm going to throw Fulham in there. I think Fulham are unanimous across the board as well. I think it's a big ask to step up from the Premiership, from the Championship as a rookie manager.
Yeah.
You haven't got money to spend, so yeah, that's my three: Villa, West Ham, Fulham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back to the season's expectations from an Arsenal perspective,
Yeah.
do you want me to start?
Yeah, go for
What
it.
would class as a good season for Arsenal from my point of view? Top 4 finish, definitely, because we're still in transition. Either the Europa League, if we could win that would be nice, or win the FA Cup again for the 15th time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think for me, that would go down well. It would be a progressive step
Yeah.
into where we want to go, personally.
Yes.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I think I wouldn't be too disappointed if we finish top 6, as long as you see the progress.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we need to do. We need to get into. We need to win the Europa League. You know, because
It'd be nice. It'd be nice if we could do that.
There's two.
It's not easy.
competitions. Yeah, there's 2 competitions that we don't do well. It's the Carling Cup and a Europa League, which is weird.
Yeah, it'll be nice. I agree. I think I'd be happy with a top 6 finish.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a top 4 finish. Obviously, we can review it once the window's closed
Yeah.
and we know exactly who our squad is.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, I'd say top 6, top 4. I'd be very happy
Top
with.
4 will be magnificent.
Yes. I think based on who's ahead of us, the top 3 I think will be Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool.
Yeah.
So there's a space up for grabs. I don't see why we can't get that.
And if you win the Europa League, you're in the Champions League.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there's 2
2 paths.
pathways, yeah.
And a Europa League trophy, it would be fantastic.
Yeah, win that
I think that'd
trophy.
be great.
And, you know.
I just think if we can get a piece of silverware just to carry on, you know, the progression to, you know, just get a piece of silverware, just like we done with the FA Cup, and not just rest on, if we've won the FA Cup, that's it. And then what have you won? No.
Yeah.
We're just in our own lane in this transitional
Yeah,
period.
much like what Liverpool were when the Fenway Group took over. You know, Liverpool, their first trophy was the Carling Cup
Yeah.
when they beat Cardiff in 2012. You know, so it was even though back then we didn't know it, it was
Kenny
the start
Dalglish.
of they sacked Kenny Dalglish.
Yeah.
It was the start of a process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they went to the Europa League final
So what you're saying
and they
is
lost.
Dalglish was Wenger, Rodgers
No, I'm
was
not
Emery.
I'm not making any comparisons like that. I'm just saying.
Klopp is
you know,
Arteta.
there is a process that we need to go through.
Yeah, yeah.
He won his first trophy,
Yeah.
which cemented his ideas
Mm-hmm.
into the players. Win another trophy, move up the table, cement it even more, get better players in.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the process starts
Winning
moving and it
mentality.
becomes...
Clear out the rubbish.
Yeah, and the momentum starts gathering. Like with Liverpool, you knew Liverpool were coming.
Yeah.
You know, like we knew Chelsea were coming way back when.
Yeah.
Remember
You could
that?
see there was, this Chelsea team there's
Just
something
need
about
something.
them.
Need something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so with the team, what do you think we need? Not to go back on over old ground,
Yeah.
but you'd say if we can get a Partey and an attacking midfielder.
Partey, we haven't spoke much about Partey.
There's not much to really talk
Yeah.
about, is there? You know, he hasn't come.
Yeah.
There's a lot of umming and ahhing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So there's not much. We know what he brings if he comes.
Yeah.
But I think it's looking, until we can shift players,
Yeah.
it's looking very unlikely.
yeah.
Who was the other player that we were linked with as an alternative to Partey?
Diawara. I
Yeah,
think it was.
Diawara.
Yeah, from Napoli.
I don't know
he's-
too much about him.
Not many people do. He's of similar player, but he's more. From what I've read, he's better on the ball. He's creative as well. He's a bit like Ndidi,
Yes.
so he could be a good alternative.
Yeah, I think when the window closes, October 6th.
The 6th, yeah.
October the 6th is my
Yeah.
birthday, so I should remember that.
Yep.
So there's still a long way to go in terms of working
100%.
out where teams are going to finish.
Yeah.
Do you believe we will get another player in?
Absolutely.
We have to.
Absolutely.
We have to, because if you want to break into that top 4, you have to match the spend. You have to strengthen your team, because there's holes in the team.
And like we found out, if you stand still, you're
Yeah.
actually going backwards.
Yeah.
Which what happened to us.
And it's
We
gonna
thought,
be more
Wenger
expensive
never
to-
strengthened. We just kept standing
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
and we were just going backwards because teams were just leapfrogging us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to. I've got no doubt we're going to spend and buy
One
a
more?
decent. I think we'll get 2 players. I think we'll get 2 more players: a creative player and a central midfielder.
Yeah. I think that
Who they will be,
We
we will tell.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah. And if Lacazette is sold, it could be another striker.
Yeah.
So
The Brazil. Yeah.
the Brazilians that have played for Arsenal, and we've had many.
Yep.
So we're going back in time.
We're going to step back a
time.
while
Yeah.
because we now have this new Brazilian contingent at the club.
Yes.
We're going
Yeah.
to talk about who our individual worst and best Brazilians at Arsenal have been for us.
Okay, so let's go with the worst.
Yes.
So, you evoked memory because I had forgotten about this. Heaven knows why I forgot about this player, because he was so dud. He came in as a youngster with full of promise.
Absolutely.
We got fooled when he scored
A screamer.
a screamer.
Yeah.
And then he just became, oh my goodness, we got the wrong namesake.
I think I have a good idea who you're talking about.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about, drum roll please, Denilson.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
Denil who? Yes, Denilson. Shocking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awful. Oh my goodness. Full of promise. And
Worse
it was
than
Wenger.
Andre Santos? Worse than
Santos?
Santos for you? Because, boy, Santos was another one who came, but
Yeah.
Man, I'm throwing Baptista in there as well.
I'll
Yeah,
throw,
the beast.
I think Baptista.
What, did he
I'll
go back
throw,
too soon?
I'll throw one more player. What was it? Wellington Silva.
Yeah, but he didn't play.
He didn't,
It
but-
was like
yeah.
Wenger just said, look into my eyes to the Arsenal fans.
And
that's
just load
got
them-
to be the
He's
strangest
coming, he's
Brazilian
coming.
name.
Yeah.
Who calls their son Wellington as a first name? It's up there with.
Don't worry,
I found.
he's
You know
coming.
what? You know what Stan Collins.
Yeah.
Not Stan. You know what Stan Kroenke's first name is?
Stanley is Enoch, is it?
Enos.
It's Enoch.
Who calls their son Enos?
Enoch, yeah. That's why he calls himself Stan.
That's why he calls himself Stan.
Oh, Enos. Supper is ready.
Probably
Who
getting bullied for years.
The
because-
parents didn't think ahead
Enos,
when they named their son
bedtime.
Enos.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a side detour there. But yeah,
Yeah.
for me,
We've got a Chuck. Denilson,
Denilson and Santos are the two worst.
Santos,
two
yeah.
worst. No Baptista?
Not for me.
Yeah. No Baptista, no.
Best?
Oh, gosh.
Has to be Gilberto Silva, isn't it?
Edu has
Edu
to be
for
in
me.
there.
Edu
as
and Gilberto.
Yeah.
And Eduardo, although
Silvinho.
he switched his allegiance to Croatia,
Yeah.
we've still got to put him in there. Silvinho was a bad boy for me.
Silvinho, I love Silvinho. That guy was
Fired from the hip. Pow.
relentless.
Do you guys remember Juan?
Who?
Juan from 2011?
Who?
Juan.
Who?
Juan.
I do not remember who he is.
I remember two.
Yeah, he played the odd game in the FA Cup. back in 2001.
I do not remember him.
No
I'm
one
going to have to
remembers
go
him.
home and Google him.
Yeah. Juan.
No, I don't remember him.
No one remembers him.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we've
no.
had. But if I had to choose the
Yeah.
best, my favourite, Edu.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
he
Edu.
joined
I
the
loved
Gunners. He joined the Gunners in 2001 and played once in the FA Cup and once in the League Cup before picking up an ACL.
Ain't nobody
injury.
going to remember him.
He got injured.
Man, Jamal, where'd you pull him out of?
He got loaned out to Millwall. Can
Man.
you believe that?
Nobody's going to remember Juan. Everybody's listening to this going, who?
It's
Like
still,
me.
it's
Who?
still is 2 games better than Wellington Silva.
I remember Wellington simply
Yeah.
because of his name.
Borteo is another one.
Another who?
Say what?
Man.
Yeah.
And let's just finally, before you pull out any more random Brazilian names,
Yeah.
let's talk about this Messi to Man City move.
U-turn. The U-turn.
Yeah, Jamal did say that when it happened, Jamal did say that he thought it was a
Highly unlikely.
negotiation
Yeah.
for his contract. So
Ransom.
you did call
Yeah.
it straight away.
Yeah, he wanted attention.
So you don't think when this season is over, you don't think
I think he'll sign.
you think you'll sign
He'll
another
sign.
one?
I
They'll
think
offer
he
him
wanted
another
to
contract.
troll Cristiano one more time, because they just told him, Real Madrid just told him, out you go. And Barcelona said, no, you're staying, Messi. So,
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. I can't see what the hell he's going to be leaving Barcelona for to come to bloody Manchester. Yes, the money will be fantastic, but
Yeah.
you're leaving a sublime lifestyle in Barcelona
yeah.
to come to rainy Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester.
That's like a no, and might I add,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Hell no.
He's exercising his power. He wants that
Yeah.
president
Yeah,
out.
of course.
Yeah,
he-
Messalona.
Yeah, the guy who paid was 140 for Coutinho.
Yeah, he's flexing.
Crazy.
Yeah. So no,
Nobody sees that happening.
no one. Nah, I can't see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
So, yeah.
so thank you everyone for listening.
Yep.
Just you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at The Magic Hat Show. Jamal, if you would like to give your handle.
Yes, Magic Hat Jam. You can find me there.
Yes.
Across all the...
And that was a fantastic show.
Yeah, covered a lot of things.
I covered a lot of things. Unknown Brazilians by Jamal.
Yeah, Juan and
And who else?
Portillo.
Juan Sheet.
And on that note, it's good night from me and good night from them. Outro music, please.
Adios.
Adios.